Oh man, I almost tripped on a curb. Sunday, 4:31. Let's see. Here's a ghost. Oh, how do you want to start this off? I have a sheet of paper in my pocket, and I wrote down Dasein and Geworfenheit. I don't remember what Dasein. Dasein means like whole, and then Geworfenheit means thrownness. And then what else? Oh, this started off as a joke about Silence of the Lambs, which I haven't seen. I mean, I've probably seen it in the past year or two, but I haven't seen it in the past 2 or 3 months probably. But I was thinking about that well. This guy's got a well in the bottom of his house, 30, 40 feet deep. He kidnaps people and then he throws them in the well. And then the famous line is, "It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again." And I don't know. Oh, the one joke I was thinking of was, here's a house, this house for sale. There's a well in the basement. Do they advertise it? He had to dig that himself, right? He couldn't, you can't house with well in basement. He had to dig that well, right? 30, 40 feet deep, in the basement. And I was thinking of, he's digging that thing, and the thing collapses on him, and it kills him, like he suffocates to death. Because there's probably a lot to, digging a well, right? It's not as easy as you think. You got to put like wooden beams up and stuff, and you got to probably make sure it's secure. What if there's an earthquake or something? I don't know. Maybe it's easy. Is it easy to dig a 30, 40 foot well in your basement? Maybe. I was just thinking, the police come to the guy's house and he's like dead under there, and they're going through his house now. Oh, we dodged the bullet on that one. Yeah, that'd be. And then I was thinking of, it puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It being the person in the well, right? And I was thinking about the Boston Tea Party. It was like a penny tax. It was a penny tax on like tea, and I was thinking if I was alive back then, I'd be like, just pay it, just fucking pay it. And then I was thinking, I was thinking about those masks and COVID. It puts the mask on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. Because for me, I was like, just put the mask on. But then I started thinking, it pays the penny for the tea, or else it gets the hose again. And I was thinking, I'm an idiot, because this whole country was founded on something I would have been completely wrong on. I would have just been like, pay the penny tax. Because, for me, I look at it and I go, people who don't wear masks are idiots. But then, the whole country was founded on people who wouldn't pay a penny tax on tea. So I'm probably completely wrong. It puts the mask on its face, or else it gets the hose again. It puts the vaccine in its body, or else it gets the hose again. Right? I mean, because, the penny tax, just pay the penny tax. But then the whole nation was founded on something I would have been completely wrong about, right? I would probably just been like, pay the penny tax on tea. So, who knows? Oh, and so, because it's never mind, how do I get to where I'm going? Heidegger is famous for saying Dasein, and whatever that GE word was, Geworfen, means thrownness. In my head, I always think of thrustness, but it's actually thrownness. It means thrown into existence. It means, I always think of it as a non-consensual term, like a non-con term, because, you have like, 99.99999999999, ad nauseum, 9. You don't consent to any of this shit, but it's a consensual world. All of a sudden, people get all prissy the second you grab a lady, you throw in her a well. They get all prissy. Ooh, you can't, but think of all the non-consensual things in this world. But all of a sudden, everyone gets all prissy when you build a well in your basement and start throwing people in it and telling them to put the lotion on their skin, or else they get the hose again. So No, there will be blood. That's the one where they're doing oil and they have a bunch of beams. So I'm sort of imagining digging a well. It's kind of like that. You have to have beams. I don't know. I've never dug a well or a oil thing, but it's probably like mining. They have to have the structural things. Also, anytime I can say Heidegger or Dasein, it makes me sound like really, really smart, which is really fucking cool. I might be an idiot, but I know some fancy words. If I have to throw some fancy words out, I know some fancy words. Oh yeah, I can say Dasein and whatever that other word is. Thrownness. Oh yeah, I'm a smarty pants right here. So what else? Oh, there was a porno joke. I had a porno joke too, which was black.com. It's a site where look, the old days, the 90s, the early 2000s, it would be like, here's a lady, here's a plumber. She gets fucked by the plumber, she fucks her boss, or something like that. It was always pretty generic, but black.com, they made this big, high production quality thing where the boss is always black, and then the white lady is always the secretary blowing the boss. And that's fucked up, because I'm a white guy, I'm not a black guy, so I don't like seeing the black guy get a blowjob from the secretary, because I can only identify with the white guy getting a blowjob from the secretary. And so the whole thing was like, I think there's two forms of racism in the U.S. There's Southern racism and there's Northern racism. Like Southern racism is about, the black people can be shoe polish boys, they can pick cotton. They have to know their place, boy, boy, you know your place, boy. It's it's integrated in the sense of like, they can be shoe polish boys, but they can't be, they can't be the boss, right? They can't get, only the white boss should be getting blowjobs from the secretary, right? Whereas the Northern racism is like, I don't care what the fuck you are, just stay the fuck away from me. That's kind of Northern racism, right? I heard that from a black person on a black person interview. They were talking about the difference between Northern racism and Southern racism. So, whatever. I just thought that was interesting. And then, so the whole black.com premise is, deep down, everyone sort of knows that it don't matter who's in charge. The ladies are just going to blow the fucking boss. It doesn't matter. They're just going to go. It could be a Chinese guy. It could be a Vietnamese guy. It could be a Mexican guy. And it plays on the insecurities of the American porn consumer. So it could be a Chinese guy. Chinese guy comes into the office. All the secretaries are trying to blow him, probably. All the it could be a Muslim guy for all. I don't even give a shit. It could be a Muslim guy. It could be a Russian guy. It's a play on that. So where are you going from here? I don't remember. So I was trying to come up with a new porn site. Because, all this land, it's all fucking claimed. You can't, there's no homesteading. The only thing you can homestead and steal is maybe ideas. You can maybe create ideas. But, all the land is claimed. All the mineral rights are claimed. All this land is claimed. You can't go over to someone's house, kill them, and take their house, right? You'll probably get caught doing that. But you can steal ideas. I can steal ideas, and I can try and come up with ideas. And so I was trying to come up with a porn site idea. And so there's YouTube, and YouTube has try-on videos. The cool thing about a try-on video is it's a lady, she'll put on, normally it's a bikini, sometimes it's mini skirts and tube tops, and some of them it's yoga pants, leggings, it's a camel toe, you know what a camel toe is? And they'll always have this intro in the beginning. It's like, this is for educational purposes, but anyone with half a brain, is not there to be educated. And there's these ones called queening videos where the lady will wear like a transparent negligee, and she'll make the bed, and you can see her pussy, and no one's getting queener watching these videos, even if they're called queening videos. They're not. No one's getting queen is kind of what I'm. After watching this queening video, I had to go get a fucking napkin. It was not good. So, so I was trying to come up with a new porn site idea. You know, there's these people on YouTube called geolocators. They could take this, if you showed this geolocator a picture of this right now, he could figure it out in like 10 minutes where the fuck I was, because he can geolocate through. Don't ask me how they do it. I don't know how they fucking do it. They're geniuses somehow. They look at trees and picture. I don't know how the fuck they would. How would you know exactly where I was if you weren't? I mean, if you were from Florence, you might know where I'm at. But you know, if you were from New York City, how the fuck would you know? You could look for numbers. You could be like 162. You know, they can do that, I guess, and shit like that. But yeah, so my premise for a porn site idea is there's websites where they audition people. So you want to be an actress, you go to like Hollywood and you end up giving a blowjob. That's kind of, it's an audition site. It's a backroom casting. Or you know, there's a Bang Bus, Van, Bus, whatever. There's that one, and then so I'm trying to come up with ideas here, and I'm like, what can I do for an idea? And so I'm going to geolocate all these ladies who are doing try-on videos. I'm going to get like 10 ex-prison people with like 20-inch muscles. We're gonna knock on her door. It's gonna be the premise of the website is we knock on the door, and then they'll be like, hey, this is an audition website, and she's like, I'm not interested, and then it'll be a cut. It'll be like a 10-minute cut, 20-minute cut. We'll cut back on. There'll be the mascara will be ruined. There'll be tears in the eye, but you'll be like, yes, I'm here to do. There's that guy on a skeleton. Someone playing catch. I don't want the youngins to steal my ideas. So here's my idea. So, you know, it's a 30-minute cut. There's ruined mascara. There's tears in the eye. I'm here to do try-on video. And we do all sorts of try-ons. We do, you know, DV and DA, and it's a try-on video. Try-on cocks. I don't know, it doesn't work. It's a rape joke, basically. It's basically a rape joke, yeah. So that's why I got into Heidegger, because I was thinking of non-con, which is related to thrownness, which is a non-consent. You know, it's a big circle. It's a big circle, so. Also, I don't want people thinking this is a Heidegger video. This is you gotta balance out your Heidegger with your, you know, your disgusting, you know, try on auditions. Something like that. I don't know. It'd probably work. You people would eat that shit up, right? You people. What else did you have? You had a Coca-Cola joke. Yeah, I think you did that one already, right? The Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Someone holds a gun to your head and they're like, do you like Coke or Pepsi? And you're just like, I don't really give a shit. Can I just... he's going to compare that to Democrats and Republicans. You're both fucking fizzy water with fucking sugar in it. And then what else you got? I've done that one 1,000 times. What else you got? You don't have anything. Fuck. Dasein. Fucking, the guy was a fucking Nazi too. So you can throw that one in there. Heidegger the Nazi. Poor Heidegger. Hey, I didn't watch the news, I don't think. I mean, I opened up Mozilla. I still left my computer on, which was stupid. But I didn't, you know, when you open up Google, it has, I need to get a homepage for my Google because it's just the Mozilla homepage. Why aren't you using Chrome? I never tried Chrome. I should download Chrome. when it was like 2004 or 5, Mozilla came out, and I remember the first time they had tabs. Before Mozilla, I never had tabs, and tabs was like fucking cool as shit when you first get tabs, because you used to have 10, 20, 30 Internet Explorers open. And then Mozilla, I learned about tabs, and that was fucking cool as shit. So I have product loyalty to Mozilla, because back in like 2005, I got Firefox and I had tabs. I don't give a shit how good Chrome is. I have nostalgic, I'm a nostalgic user of Firefox, because back in like 2005 or something, I learned about tabs. So I'm a rational person. I'm definitely a pretty rational person. Oh, here's one. Defund the police, and it's a right-wing version of defund the police. Like, if you can't afford to protect, if you can't afford to protect yourself, if you can't protect yourself, why are we protecting people who can't protect themselves? Defund the police. It's a right-wing version of a left-wing idea, right? The left wing wants to defund the police for some reason. I don't know. I want to defund the police because if you can't protect yourself, why are we giving these people? It's called tragedy of the commons. Why are we giving protection to everybody? It's the tragedy of the commons. You're enabling them to not protect themselves, right? You're just enablers. Don't enable the people. You're enabling. It's a left. Police are, by their definition, a left-wing thing, because, if you can't protect yourself, why should the big government protect you from stuff? I'm not advocating that. I'm merely pointing out that if you want to take that weapon and use it, you could. It's a funny idea. Because, you can get anywhere you want if you want with ideas. Defund the police. Defund the police. Because if you can't solve your own, stuff. Is that Tesla? I think it's a car. It's got car noises. The Tesla would not have noises, right? Oh, it's a Tesla. Never mind. I hear noises. It sounds like there's something going on there. I thought it'd be more silent. Does it have a backup gas part or something? Da dee da dee da dee doo. Da dee doo da dee doo da 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 doo. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You want to get a DiGiorno pizza at Publix? They're like $5. Do that. DiGiorno pizza. Yeah, all this land claimed. So they're gonna look. The right wing's gonna tell you there's infinite growth. There's only so much land. Like, they know that. They're lying to you. And the left wing's gonna lie to you and tell you that everybody can be the mayor, the president. No, everybody can't have gold. And then the right wing's gonna lie their fucking asses off and tell you there's infinite land and there's infinite resources. They're both fucking insane. Is kind of the point. I don't know. Fucking insane people. I think legally I can prove that I'm sane, but I don't feel sane. I could fake my way through it. A, B, C, D, 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 C, B, C, D, C, 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 D. But I don't feel sane, but I can fake my way through a test. Just answer C. C, 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 C. C, 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 C. Also, I'm surrounded by people that I literally think are insane, so I'm not gonna let fucking insane people call me insane. There's infinite amounts of land. Everybody can be a king. Everybody can be the mayor. Everybody can be the president. No. No. Someone needs to be the adults in the room here. Someone needs to take you people and someone needs to be the adult here. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It puts the lotion in the basket. Yeah, because I was completely wrong, This whole nation was founded on people not paying a penny tax on tea. So a whole nation could be founded on people not wanting to wear masks. It's just as fucking stupid as, not wanting to pay a penny tax on tea. So, that's just my hubris. Countries have been founded on less. I didn't like, here's a joke I had. It was about fascism. The cool thing about fascists is some of them are smart enough to know they're at least fascist. Like, I'm a fascist, but not because, just because I like things my way. That's the reason I'm a fascist. I don't like it your way. I like it my way. It has nothing to do with ideology or politics. It's just, if my favorite color is blue, but, I don't like green, I'm just a fascist. I'm not actually a ideological fascist. I'm just a fascist. I like it my way, not your way. So. Stalin, kind of a fascist. Hitler, kind of a fascist. Trump, kind of a fascist. Obama, kind of a fascist. Kamala Harris, probably a fascist. Statistically, very few people. I've never met a human being who wasn't a fascist. Deep down, you look in their eyes, you can sort of tell. These people are fascists. They look at their way. No matter how much you might want them to put lotion on their skin, they're gonna hate you if you try and get them to put lotion on their skin. They don't like that. So you gotta be careful when you tell people to put lotion on their skin. Be very careful. It's very important you put lotion on your skin. It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It puts the lotion in the basket. Bunch of freeloaders think they deserve cops. How dare they think they deserve? You should have to, you should have to pay for them. It should be like a service you pay for. Bunch of freeloaders. Never mind. On its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It puts the lotion on its skin. This is a Looney Tunes theme. Okay. Tree. Dasein. 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 I remember that joke. It was, this was like a Family Guy joke. It was a roofie koala, and that was like a gokum koala. A gokum koala. It's not funny. It doesn't connect to anything. It's just a random thought. What else you got? What else you got? Anything else? You have any other jokes? I think you have more jokes. Car. Was there something about cars? Something about a road? Something about... Remember kicking the... There's only so much land. They're going to tell you there's a bunch. You already did that one. What else you got? Jedi mind trick? There was another Jedi mind trick, right? I always enjoy this joke. It's just funny to go. Jedi mind trick. Jedi mind trick. That's just fun to do. Has nothing to do with, but you're probably doing it on something. I don't know. This is not a, is it a tree or a bush? It's a bush or a tree. Something, I don't know. Jedi mind trick. Yeah, in RoboCop they were defunding the police, right? Wasn't that they're like, we don't have any money. Be careful. Be careful what you wish for, left/right. You'll get what you want. You'll get what you deserve. Yeah, the 80s were like really, 70s and 80s were kind of bad, I guess, for crime. So they say crime's up. I don't know. Does the police, are the police juking the stats? Are they juking the stats? What's going on here? Someone's juking stats, right? The stats are high. The stats are low. The stats are high. The stats are low. The stats are high. The stats are low. No push-ups. It's 0 push-ups. So that's not good. I failed. I didn't upload that video yet though, so if I don't upload the video, you won't know that I said I was going to do a bunch of push-ups. I never got around to it. Oh man. Ugh. Gooned so hard. Oh yeah. What else? That was yesterday though, right? And then, whatever. Still haven't fixed your bike. And then, what else? What else? Beginning is where you have all the jokes, and then it just becomes a meandering walk. Gotta tighten that stuff up, man. Tighten it up. Can't be walking around aimlessly talking to yourself. That's not good. Trump's gonna get you arrested for that. He's after the insane. C B C B C C C B D A. I got you. I know the answers. I can pass that Scantron. Fuck yeah. There's that Billy. Is it Billy Madison? What's the one with the hockey player who becomes a golfer? You just go to a different place. You go, I'm in Tittyland or whatever. It was the swing or something. You just go to a swing area, right? Was it Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore? Or they're all the same. It's all the same movie, right? I think it was Happy Gilmore. Billy Madison's the one about going through the school. And it's got the best ending at the end of the line. You are all now stupider for having listened to this retarded nonsense. May God have mercy on your soul. Evolve. Yeah. It's got some animals eating each other or something, or evolution. Darwin's dangerous idea. The problem with Darwin is, first off, it assumes there's a separation between the animals and their environment, or they're the same thing. The animals and their environment are the same thing. You're creating an artificial distinction between the two. Because the animals are the environment are the animals. So you can't evolve to your environment because you are your environment. You're creating an artificial separation between the two. The animals and the environment are the same thing. Maybe, I don't know. I told you, I just make up shit. I just make stuff up and try and see where it goes. I refuse to. In Terminator 2, there's a read-only and there's a write-only mode. I refuse to become read-only. I still write him. Ow, my fuck. I still write. My head still writes. I'm not gonna be read-only. So I'm gonna still come up with ideas, right? Flip the switch. If you grab a human being and you open their head up, they have a little thing switch in there. You can open it up and you can make them read-only or write-only. It's like a chip in a movie. What else you got? Defund the police. That's funny. And then, how about this one? How about this one? Band of criminals, defund the police. How about that one? Well, that's what the argument was, right? The left was a bunch of criminals. And they wanted to defund the police because they were criminals, right? Wasn't that the whole thesis of the? But then the right wing is going to come in and they're going to defund the police too. But they're a bunch of criminals too. So, Yeah, Belk should have to have their own security and shit. Why should they get to freeload off the fucking Florence police? Off your hard-working back. Why should Belk get protection? They should have to hire their own people, right? Bunch of freeloading Belk and JCPenney and there's no JCPenney. Never mind. There's Belk and then there's Dillard's. There's no JCPenney. JCPenney is gone. Kaput. I don't know, what does kaput mean? Does it mean broken or gone or broke, right? They're not broke. Are they out of business? Is JCPenney out of business? Are they like Sears? I have to look that up now. Do they just leave Florence or do they leave all things? Are they like Sears? There's no longer a JCPenney, or is it Sears? Is it like Sears? They went bankrupt forever. JCPenney. Yeah, some of those Tron videos, they're like 15-year-olds in them, man. You guys need to police that shit up. I don't know why you're letting that shit on the YouTubes. I'm a sophomore in high school, and here's the mini skirts and tube tops I'm trying on. And you people need to police your shit up. People need to police your shit up. Those geolocators and shit. They're gonna make a website for that shit probably. Oh yeah, it's gonna be the coolest website ever. Geolocating. Yeah. What else? Alright, yes. Dasein, Heidegger. So there was other thoughts. There's Silence of the Lambs. Let's see. Puts the lotion on his skin. And there's... what else is there? Gotta come up with an idea here. I'm out of ideas. Gotta come up with an idea. Chipotle. There's an idea in Chipotle somewhere. There's an idea in Verizon. If I mine deep enough, I can come up with an idea. I gotta mine Verizon and Chipotle for ideas. They can't. Even ideas are probably, they got copyrights, right? Idea copyrights. Fucked. All the land's claimed. All the minerals in the land are. The air, can you steal the air? There was that movie, that Star Wars movie where the vacuum cleaner, she steals all the air from the planet. Remember that? You can do that. It's kind of like that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Total Recall, where they steal all the air out of they steal all the air and they sell you the air. Right? I gotta steal all the air out of the air and then I'll sell it to you. I wonder if there's a way of doing that. I'll steal all the air and then I'll sell you the air. Yeah, this is a genius idea. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna make a bunch of money doing that. Now I gotta figure out how to steal the air out of the air. And then how to store it, and then how to sell it. You know, it's like mining. I don't know how to do mining. I don't know how to dig a well. I don't know how to store air. I gotta figure out a way to store air. I gotta figure out a way to build a well. Gotta figure out how to... Would you like some air? All you have to do is sign this sheet of paper. It says my soul. Hey, hey, hey. You want to breathe? I think that I'm going to take that as a yes. And now own your soul. So you signed it over to get air. Ha ha ha. I have tricked you. Oh, he was a joke because I stopped watching the news like 24 hours ago because I got really angry and I was worried that it would get me in trouble. So I was thinking of like Dan Carlin or any of those fucking podcasters who do stuff. You gotta have like a 50-year separation. You can talk about politics as long as you separate it 50 years, right? You gotta have like a buffer. It's a trick because otherwise you just become a talking head. You gotta have like a buffer you don't want to be day-to-day, small, trivial. You want to say, hey, what is this like compared to... Yeah, because I was thinking about the communists and the fucking Nazis. You know, because the communists and the Nazis were always fighting each other. There was the brown shirts and the red shirts. They don't talk about the red shirts, but there were some red shirts too. The brown shirts were the Nazis, but the red shirts were pretty fucking nasty too. And then, you know, and then it's like I don't like brown shirts and I don't like red shirts either. I'm not a big fan of red shirts or brown shirts. Don't like either of them. You know, if someone held a gun to my head and said, you have to wear a brown shirt or a red shirt, I was like, it's a colored shirt. But they're going to hold a gun to your head and they're going to say, hey, you're either a brown shirt or a red shirt. You're going to have to choose. They're going to hold a gun to your head and say, are you a brown shirt or a red shirt? And you have to make a choice, and it sucks. But, you know, Dasein or whatever. Dasein or whatever the fuck that word means. You don't get to consent. You don't get to consent if you're a brown shirt or a red shirt. You have to choose one. There's no other shirts. There's only two shirts. Your only two shirt options are brown shirt or red shirt. And you're pretty fucked. The red shirts think you're a brown shirt if you won't wear the brown shirts think you're a red shirt if you won't wear a brown shirt, and the red shirts think you're a brown shirt if you won't wear a red shirt. So you're gonna get fucked no matter what. It's basically what's gonna happen. It's kind of the moral of the story. There is no winning. It's you're going to lose no matter what. So congratulations. You can wear a red shirt or a brown shirt. You're going to lose. Oh, and then you were doing one about, I don't know, I'm always obsessed with slavery to some extent. You know, because it's, the thing about slavery that's weird is, this is a Silence of the Lambs joke. I had this lady in my well for like 10, 20 years, and then she escaped, and then she stabbed me a bunch of times. You know, and then I called the police, I got her arrested or something. You know, it's the question is, how do you weigh sins against, you know, you'd have the, that was ruined lives, was it not? Like slavery ruined lives? How do you weigh that? And then, I don't know, it's a weighing question. You know, how many years of life were wasted? And then you're like, oh, slave. You know, and then, you know, if you had a lady in your well and she escaped and she stabbed somebody, what would you know, is that morally? I don't know, it's more of a lefty joke, actually, than a righty joke. The righties won't like that joke, but the lefties might like that joke more than the righties. The red shirts like that joke more than the brown shirts. So now I need to do a anti-red shirt joke. Huh. You gotta equalize it out. You know, you gotta equal everything out to scale. You gotta equal everything out. Huh. Brown is very close to red, though, isn't it? Like, isn't brown and red kind of the same? Secretly, the people who make the red shirts and the people who make the brown shirts, it's the same factory. It's like Coke and Pepsi. Coke and Pepsi are made in the same factory. The brown shirts and the red shirts are made in the same shirt factory. They won't tell you that. That's a secret. No one will tell you. They don't want you knowing that. If you figure that out, oh, you're in trouble. Once you figure out that the brown shirts and the red shirts and Coke and Pepsi and it's all the same fucking factory. Wow. 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 Fall into lava bubbles. I can't read that. I can't read cursive. They told me in elementary school I'd use cursive all the time. Beyond signatures, I don't use it. Fall into fabulousness. Fabulous. Head over heels, swan spa. Yeah, because the F looks weird. F-A-B. There's a reason you don't use cursive. They say it saves time. Nope. I can't read that shit. I mean, it probably would. If everybody used cursive, maybe it'd save time. But you don't see a lot of cursive, actually. Most things are not in cursive. They must not have known that computers were going to make printing really, you know, because you print everything out now in like 12 font, you know, like MLA style or whatever the fuck style they're doing these days. Chicago style pizza, MLA style pizza. None of this cursive style shit. Yeah, you don't see a lot of cursive. Not a lot of cursive. Someone's done that joke, right? 1,000 times. The cursive. You'll use cursive. Word diagramming. When I was in middle school, they said we were going to have to diagram our sentences. That was the only time I ever saw that. I mean, I still remember it vaguely. You know, now I find it interesting. You know, like what is a... Well, I know adverbs and adjectives. Those are the only two I really know. There's verbs and there's conjugation, which is where you past, present, future of a verb. You know, eat, ate, to have eaten, will, to eat, have, you know, something, it's a, you know, conjugation, that's conjugation. Past, eaten, present, I am eating, to have eaten, will eat, I will eat a sandwich. You know, that's conjugation. And then adjectives are like blue. Anything that describes a noun is an adjective, and anything that describes an adverb, it adds to the verb. So he quickly jumped, he slowly walked, walked is a verb, I think, and then the adverb is slowly. Oh, I'm fucked already. You know, the con kids, they've already made con kids. The rich had con kids back in the 2010s. All the kids you're going to see in the next 10 years, 20 years, they already have 200 IQs. They were already genetically CRISPRed. The rich already did that. They're 10, 20, 30 years ahead of you people. You know, like cell phones were around in the 90s, the early 90s. But only everybody got a cell phone in like around 2000, 2003, 2002. When did most people have cell phones? 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there, right? The statistical average of cell phone ownage. You know, now 95% of people have cell phones. At least 90% of people have cell phones, probably. But back in the day, it was just, you know, back in 1990, it was just Donald Trump and like Zach Morris were the only people who had cell phones. Now, everybody's got a cell phone. And, so it'll be con kids. Con kids. Barron is already a con kid. How about that? Barron is already a con kid. Which means he's genetically modified. He has like a 200 IQ. He was genetically modified. Like Khan in Star Trek. So, I don't know, just random ideas, sorry. I go backwards. Some people look for evidence and then they come up with ideas. I come up with ideas and then I look for evidence. I do it the opposite way. So, you know, the healthy way is you use your intuition and then you go backwards and you look for evidence. Some people say you should look for evidence and then create what you see, you know, from what your evidence. I do it the opposite way. I just come up with ideas and then I try and defend them. And then, it's just I don't know if that's good or bad, actually. Is that a good way of doing it or a bad way? I have no proof. I have no proof that that's true, but it could be true. It's not impossible. He's a con kid. Con. Rise above pediatric physical therapy. Okay. The lives of the rich and the famous. That's a 90s or 80s show. He was thinking of this joke. He was like, I've seen that TV show, The Lives of the Rich and the Famous. You know, they don't need any help. They don't need your help being happy. So you don't need to suck up to them. They're already happy. I've seen their TV show, okay? You're actually doing a moral disservice when you, the lives of the rich and the famous. They don't need their dicks sucked, okay? Stop sucking their dicks, okay? I've seen the TV show from the 80s and the early 90s. The lives of the rich and the famous. They don't need you. Don't suck up to them. Do not suck up to them. Just, oh, hey there, how's it going? Hey, Trump, how's it going, dude? How's it going? You know. They don't need your help. They've already got a yacht. They've already got a $100 million house. They don't need your help. Stop sucking their dicks, you know? Stop being the secretary from black.com, right? Uh-huh. The lives of the rich and the famous. And he uses gold toilet paper. G7. $800,000 sunglasses. Bono. What else? Why have you not fixed your bike yet? Fix your fucking bike, man. Stop walking around like a schmuck. You fucking schmuck. Yeah, I never thought about it. Yeah, I would have been completely wrong about the Boston Tea Party. I would have been 100% wrong. And comparing that to, you know, the masks, I was like, masks are like common sense, but, you know, this country, I would have been completely fucking wrong on that one. I am out of touch. I'm out of touch. I gotta touch grass. I thought I understood this thing, and then I realized I do not. The people, when the people were forced to wear the mask, they were looking at it like, you know, some crazy guy spraying them with a hose, right? You put the mask on your face, or else you get the hose again. You know, that's how they were looking at it, right? Some crazy guy putting them in a well. Dr. Fauci is the guy from Silence of the Lambs in the story, and then he's throwing masks at them, saying, "Put the mask on." And then he's spraying them with water. It puts the mask in the basket. It puts the mask on its face. It puts the mask in the basket. Oh no, my bias is I was pro-mask. I'm not saying that I'm anti-mask. I'm merely trying to guess how people look at things. I'm trying to guess how you look at things. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's a way someone could look at it, right? That's how they looked at it, probably. And if I can, I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's not like I know anything about that shit. Hey, look, you need to put lotion on your skin, guys. Just put the lotion on your skin. Come on. Don't make me build a well, okay? I will build a well if I have to. If you're not gonna put the lotion on your skin, I will teach myself to build a well. I will get a big fire hose, and I will. Just another manic. It's Sunday, it's not Monday. Wish it was Sunday. That's my fun day. I don't have to run day. Just another manic Monday, which is tomorrow, not today's Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday, but today is Sunday. So, Yummies. They sell that one thing. There was one thing of THC. It was called Yummies, right? It had THC in it. I need some THC. Need some THC Coke. In honor, 7 days. How many days ago was it that Trump wantonly destroyed that cocaine on that boat? He wantonly destroyed that perfectly good cocaine on that boat. Moment of silence, please. Moment of silence. 10 days ago, 7 days ago. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That cocaine was pure 100% white. It was pure as the devil's snow. It was pure, innocent cocaine that he sunk in a boat off of Venezuela. I'm never going to forget that. For the rest of my life, I'm not going to forget that innocent cocaine that was sunk. That cocaine could have gone into hard-working Americans' noses. Never forgetty, whatever day that was. It was like September 3rd, 4th, 5th, something like that, right? I have to look up the date. I never forget it. I never forget that day. What day was it? I'm gonna go look up what day it was, but then I'm gonna remember the day. After I look up the day of what day it is, I will never forget the date that he wantonly did that. Hey, it's not nighttime. Why am I getting nighttime noises? I'm hallucinating the sun. Crickets, cicadas. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. So cool, so kawi. Not kawi, cool. What's the one for cool? I can't remember the cool one. Kawi is cute. The cool one is another word. I gotta learn the cool one. So cool. So cool. Oh, there's one you were thinking about, like, there's no way to get there. I don't know. What was I thinking of? It was, the concept. Okay, so deconstruction is when you take something and you break it down into pieces, and you try and break something down. But the act of deconstruction takes time, and it takes a mental energy. So one trick in life is to play really loud noises, like those fucking cool motorcycle people. It's very hard to deconstruct and be in a cerebral spot when you're in a loud motorcycle noise. It kind of takes you out of the moment. Oh, so there's some thought of deconstruction is an act that only, deconstruction is like the most powerful tool in the entire universe. It's actually one of the most powerful weapons anybody can use. Right, left, Muslim, Christian, Jewish, whatever you are. You can deconstruct anything, but it takes mental energy, which takes time. Time is not infinite, right? It takes energy and it takes time. So that's why, in a lot of ways, I think that's why people are against. Isn't that postmodernism is deconstruction? But deconstruction takes time. So one of the macro goals is to keep people in a constant state of now. Loud motorcycle noises, You don't want people to have too much mental capacity or mental bandwidth. You want to keep their mental bandwidth down. Or fully engaged mental bandwidth. Because if they have mental bandwidth excess, deconstruction will occur? So deconstruction is a sign of depravity, or what's that right-wing term? Degeneracy? Because the act of deconstruction is by its very nature a sign of not having full capacities being used, maybe? How about that? That could be a right-wing idea, or a left-wing idea, or a right-wing idea. I don't know. Which one? Deconstruction. Yeah, I just thought of that one earlier. I was like, I remember thinking, I don't know if I would have supported the Boston Tea Party, and then I was like, if I was alive back then, I don't know if I would have supported it. Not as like, I'm not saying that as an anti-American. I'm saying that as like, if I was alive back then, what would I have done? And I don't know. So then I was thinking, the mask thing. I was like, those idiots. And then I started thinking, like, this country was founded on like people doing something I probably wouldn't have done, right? Would I have been like, I'm not gonna pay a penny for some fucking tea? Would I like grabbed a gun and like destroyed a boat? They destroyed the tea. They didn't destroy the boat. I'm gonna say $1 million worth of tea. I don't know how much tea they destroyed, but let's just say for simplicity's sake, $1 million worth of tea. Yeah, because it's a big number. So, whatever. I mean, just a thought. Or, computers already took over everything. Computers took over. I don't know. I got nothing. I'm out of ideas. I need water. I got water. I need to drink it then. I was just thinking of, I wonder if conservatives are the more predatorial of the, they were the more carnivore, they were the hunters in the original. He's thinking of it from an evolutionary, back in the old days thing. Because then they pay more attention to eyes and body language. The left always pays attention more to words and shit. But the right is always more like body language, eyes, shit like that, right? Huh. Crustables. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It puts the lotion in the basket. I don't know. Make some MVGs. That was like in the 80s. That was like well, no, they invented those in, I think they had them in Vietnam. There's some story in Vietnam where they had an AC-130. They put artillery on it, and they could fucking shoot like a 50 or 100, I don't know how much an artillery shell costs. Let's say $500. An artillery shell costs $500. They could pop off tanks, not tanks, supply trucks from an AC-130. It'd be like a truck, a line of convoy of trucks, and they could just take out trucks. 2 shells per truck. NVGs on a AC-130. You have a line of 10 trucks. They could just pop them off. NVGs. That was early NVGs though, right? Huh. No more of the good old days of carpet bombing are gone. Now they've got precise and when Judge Roy Moore kills me, a Ten Commandments thing is going to fall from the sky right on top of me. He's got a UAV with a Ten Commandments rock monument. He's just going to, it's going to land right on me. It's going to be, see, I didn't Google it. I think he's still alive, right? I wonder how old, because I was in high school when he first came up, and then that'd be 20 years ago, so how old is he? Oh, you had a really terrible joke about, remember that Lindsay Lohan movie? The body swap movie? So you know how you can wake up, you go to a bar and you wake up, and you wake up in a thing of ice and your liver is taken? Oh, what's that? What the fuck are you? Not mine. It's like, I can't pin that on a board. It has weight. It's plasticky. Oh yeah, so I was thinking of who's that guy who's the movie Taken? The movie Taken. I've got a certain set of skills. So here's the premise of the movie. Liam Neeson goes out drinking one night. He wakes up. He's in an 80-year-old grandma's body. And he's got like super secret skills, right? He's Liam Neeson from the movie Taken. But he's like an 80-year-old grandma because they switch bodies with him, right? So, I've got a certain set of skills. I'm gonna get my body back. Wakes up in a big bathtub of ice. Whatever. Okay, it's not okay. It's a terrible idea, but I thought it was funny. Okay, because then it'd be like a grandma running around doing like a Liam. I never saw that movie, but I know the story of it. Right? It's it's like a Rambo-esque character. His daughter gets kidnapped, and then he goes and he turns into Rambo, and I didn't see the movie, but I think I have a vague understanding of what the movie's about, right? So, and the famous line is, I have a certain set of skills, but it's like a grandma. But it's Liam Neeson's voice in a grandma, because they switch bodies with a, yeah, okay, it's a terrible joke. I get it, it's not that funny. But I thought it was kind of, I've got a certain set of skills. She can't run. She has none of the physical skills, because she's like 80 years old, and she's a grandma now, so, you know, or, old, like 80, right? Like an 80-year-old lady. So, hey, I want my body back. Let me get my body back. An 80-year-old grandma with like a M60 or a 240 or something, that'd be kind of cool. That doesn't fit anywhere with today's theme, but it was a fun idea, I thought. It was just an idea. I don't know. Look, I already told you, they took all the land and they took all the... Look, I was here 10 billion years ago when L. Ron Hubbard, we landed here on a DC-8, or we landed here on a spaceship Lusitania. We all got off the ship. I claimed all this land was mine, and then the Indians fucking stole it from me, and then you people stole the land from the Indians. This is all my land. Like, don't fucking fool yourselves. This is all my land. You people, just because you stole the property from the Indians and they stole from me, it doesn't mean it's your property. Stealing from someone who stole something doesn't make it, because the Indians stole it from me, and then you stole it from the Indians, and it's still my property. This whole fucking thing is mine. Like, I was here 10 trillion years ago. I came here on a DC-8, spaceship Lusitania, spaceship DC-8, whatever the fuck it was. You people think, you go around acting like this is yours. Nah, this is mine. This is my land. Fucking thieves. It's the smoke. When I was a kid, that was an ice cream shop. So society is what is it called? What's that right wing term? Moral decadence or moral depravity, moral degradation, moral depravity. It was ice cream. Now it's smokes. What is it called? What's that fucking word called? Degeneracy. Degeneracy. It was degeneracy. It's a fun word to use. It's another fun word, similar to what's that word I wrote down? I can't remember it without looking at the sheet of paper. What's that word called? Dasein. 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 And Dasein. And so this is going to be titled Dasein. And what else you got in there? You got Dasein and yeah, it's got something I don't remember what the rest of it was about. Dasein and some other bullshit. Whatever that other word was, the throneness. Throneness, I'll throw that one in there. That'll make it sound smart. Throneness. Dasein. Red shirts, brown shirts, same factory. That's the first time I've done that joke, but I've done the Coke Pepsi joke before, where I said they're made in the same factory. That's just an extension of that joke. It's just taking a joke I already... I don't know if I wrote that. I hope I wrote that joke, but I probably didn't. Someone else probably said that before. Coke and Pepsi are made in the same factory. Someone's got to have said that before me. I didn't even come up with that, probably. I mean, I hope I came up with it, but I probably didn't. The red shirts and the brown shirts are made in the same fucking factory. Someone probably already said that, too. No matter how hard I try, everything's already been claimed, you know? So all the land's claimed, all the ideas are claimed. There's nothing left. Go out there and pick some cotton, boy. Pick some cotton, boy. Shine them shoes, boy. Shine them shoes. Shine you some shoes, boy. Pick you some cotton, boy. Need to put a belt on that car. Stop sagging. Yeah, the turning the computer thing off, that's way harder. I can do the not news thing, but there's like a internet porn and there's I still watch YouTube videos. I don't even play Age of Empires 2, but I watch this YouTube channel called, it's about Age of Empires, and they just show matches. For some reason I watch it. I watch this one on fighting games. I don't even play fighting games. I've never even remotely liked fighting games, but this guy is so excited about fighting games that I can watch it. I don't know why. It's like, why would you be so excited about something that's so fucking stupid? But whatever. It's kind of interesting, you know. What are the hardest inputs to do for a fighting game? And I don't even play fighting games, and this guy's going through like 10 characters with the 10 hardest inputs from a fighting game. And for some reason I'm interested in that. I don't know why. I have no desire to play fighting games. You know, I don't give a shit about I don't really give a shit about Street Fighter or anything, but or Mortal Kombat. I'm just interested in the macro concept. It's about side. They do like circles and shit, and it's like the Contra Code or whatever. And there's Age of Empires 2. That's kind of fun to watch. I mean, I have played Age of Empires 2, but I don't play it. I've at least played that game for 20, 30 hours, but not, I haven't played it in a couple of years, but it's still fun to watch. Eating birds and sheep and cows, and they kill boars. They kill a boar. There's this video where this guy, it was a big island, and there's 2 small islands, and then there's all these resources on the main island, and then he loses the ability to collect wood, and he can't sell his resources for marketplace, but he has all the gold. He has so much gold and so much wood, but he can't get to those small islands. But he owns all the land, and then the guy on the little tiny islands has infinite gold, but it's like a slow trickle. So eventually he can theoretically beat the guy through time. It's a timing thing, right? Like a infinite +1 +1 +1 +1 defeats the finite big island, right? It's a big island with so many resources, but the other guy has infinite, slowly trickling resources, which is kind of cool, I guess. Conquistadors, and there's a Polish versus the Spanish. If only that guy had a lumber camp, he would have been back in the game. He would have won. It was like a 3-hour game, and because a 3-hour game, because one guy had more resources, but the other guy had an infinite amount of resources. But it was slow trickling. +1 +1 +1. All the turkeys that there are on the island, all the gold, the sacred, what is it? They're called relics. Relics, if you put a relic in a monastery, you get +1 gold, +1 gold, +1 gold, +1 gold. You think I sound crazy, but this is actually true. If you put a relic in a monastery, you get +1 gold, +1 gold. They magically make gold. It's called magic. You should have went to Publix and got a pizza. If you fix your bike, you could go there, or you could ride that shitty mountain bike with a fucked up wheel. Still don't know the name of what is a vaporizer? Not a vaporizer. Nebulizer. What does a nebulizer do? What does a nebulizer do? wonder if that trick works where you can just the Adam Sandler trick where you just go to a was it like beer and a tree and a swing? Does that actually work? Is that what everybody else in the world is doing that 24/7 probably? Every human, all these humans right now, they're in a fucking, is it Happy Gilmore? It's Happy Gilmore, right? They're all in some delusional state of a swing and beer under a swing. You gotta learn that trick, man. You're behind, man. You got lapped. You gotta learn the Happy Gilmore trick. Just mindlessly be somewhere else. Constantly be somewhere else. Be under a swing drinking beer. All these people, Happy Gilmore states, they're all Jackalia. They all live in a state of Happy Gilmore Jackalia. Happy Gilmore Jackalia. Is that a good one? Maybe that could work. I'm gonna have to go watch Happy Gilmore. That's the one about the golfing, right? It's got the black fella who lost his hand. You know, he lost his hand and to an alligator. And then Happy Gilmore was a hockey player. I don't know, something like that, right? Go to a happy place. It's called Jackalia, okay? Happy place is called Jackalia. I'm not a Muslim, I just love that word. I love that word so fucking much. It's such a cool concept. It's like the coolest word ever. Jackalia. Barbaric, ignorant state. Barbaric, ignorant state. So, Happy Gilmore found his Jackalia. How Happy Gilmore found his Jackalia? Huh. That's very, That's not a bad title. How Happy Gilmore found his Jackalia. I like the title. It's like a good band name, you know, it's a good. How Happy Gilmore found his Jackalia. Yeah, but the Heidegger thing sounds smarter. Heidegger sounds like 10 times smarter than fucking Adam Sandler movies, man. Come on. That's like, you know. What is this? Are you a drug? Your hand lotion, I bet. The fuck are you? I can't read that. Power. After whatever. Should take that and look it up. Yeah. What is that? Chinese have infiltrated Florence. Japanese or Chinese. It's either Chinese or the Japanese. I don't even know which one it is. Probably Chinese. Up, down, left, right, A, B, C, D. Yeah, you definitely need to buy that one thing soon. BuildYourOwnWell.com. Yeah, I'm trying to go full circle here. Sorry, it's what else? Full circle. Gotta get that bike fixed, man. This is so slow. Yeah, but then you just run out of energy biking. It's more exhausting. You don't actually come up with ideas when you're biking, I don't think. I think it just wears you out. Whereas this is slow and methodical. And yeah. But it fucks my knees up. It does fuck my knees up a little bit. Yeah, you gotta bike just for your knees. It, rotates the knee. Maybe, I don't know. It is fun to get wind in your hair. In my hair, wind in my hair. Wind in my hair. Wind in my hair. How does this work? I wonder if I have enough information to figure out what that bottle was off this video. Maybe I might look that up. Is there a way to... Then you'd have to... I don't think it's going to show up on the... Is there going to be enough clarity? Can I throw it? There's that website you can throw pictures in and it'll translate them. It'll translate pictures. Right? Because I can't fucking type Chinese. Or Japanese. So, what else? For sale. So many acres. Okay, here's an idea. You got that's actually kind of funny. I actually kind of like that idea. I'm gonna keep that one to myself. That's a funny idea. That's actually so funny. I actually kind of like it. Did you do that one? The shadow joke. The shadow joke. You turned that one into a stupid joke. It was Do you want to ruin that one? It ruins like a very cool. Ruins a very cool idea. It turns something. Oh man, I'm not gonna ruin that. Piece of metal wire. So is deconstructing emotions from memories, is that considered deconstruction? Is that postmodernist too? What is that? Is that postmodernist? To deconstruct your emotions from your memories. Because deconstruction is it's a postmodernist thing, right? The postmodernism is about deconstruction, but to take your memories and your emotions and separate them, is that deconstruction too? Grass life, pot life, THC life. High times. Remember that mall across the river? They had like there used to be magazine stores. There used to be like an Anderson's and a magazine store in the mall across the river. They had high times. They used to be magazine stores, right? Books A Million still has magazines, probably. Publix does. Walmart does. Periodicals. How many? You spent like 30 minutes probably trying to take that wheel tire off. Man, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. I've got 2 videos on this phone I gotta upload, and then you can delete that other one. Yeah, you'll keep it, but you'll want to. It's too ignorant. Poor fella. As long as I don't have to watch the news, it should be okay. The anger of the whole. Another red shirt, brown shirt. I don't like red shirts, I don't like brown shirts. I don't like shirts. I say outlaw all the shirts. No more brown shirts, no more red shirts. No more white shirts, green shirts. All shirts outlawed. Outlaw all the shirts. All the shirts are made in the same factory. Yeah, you're probably crazy. Tie-dye shirts. Funny. Funny, Doug, funny. Doug, funny. Doug, funny. Doug, funny. Quail Man. Pork chop. Happy Gilmore in the Age of Jackalea. I think I try and tie it together. Nope. Nothing to tie together. It was just a random walk. There's no thesis. It's just what was the beginning of it? The beginning was, you remember the beginning? What was the beginning? That one got Heidegger. And the beginning was Heidegger, that one big fancy word, and then that other big fancy word. Let me get my sheet of paper out real quick. My sheet of paper says Dasein and Geworfenheit. And then you went into a what did you do? You did a black joke, and then you did a try-on joke, right? You had a try-on joke, and then you had a try-on joke. Then you had, there's a geolocator joke. Then you had a, I don't remember after that. That's, shit. What else was there? There was the shirts. Where were you when you did the shirt joke? Were you near the mall? Red shirts, brown shirts, same factory. That's a copycat joke. It's the same as your fucking Coke Pepsi joke. Coke and Pepsi, same factory. One just has more sugar. Red shirts, brown shirts, same factory. I was near the mall, so you went, because you were done. You were almost done with ideas there, so you made it through the whole fucking park. What were you doing there? Shit, I don't remember. What the fuck were you thinking of then? Whatever, it's all. Dasein. Skeeter. Skeet 9. Skeet 9. Skeet 9. Skeet 9. Skeet 9. Cars, lights, no lights, truck, car with lights, Jeep lights, not Jeep, what is that, I can't tell what that is. Is that the fucking Olympic one? An Audi or something? They make a fucking Jeep? Truck, car, truck, van, SUV-ish thingy, sports utility, SUV, sports utility vehicle? Whatever they call those things, I don't know. Hmm. Yep. Free bed. Is it free? If you take that, is that free? Or does someone deliver that? Or is it free? It's free. Want to jump on it? Want to jump on it? It looks expensive. Is that free? No spots, no pets, no kids. Free bed. Anyone wants it? That's probably worth like 50 to 100 bucks.